With the Warriors looking shaky since Kuminga's return, we've been wondering just how exactly they'd get him in a rhythm. Last night, we got our answer: Steph Curry. In a rough win over a depleted Pelicans team, the Warriors had to turn to the gravity of Steph to unlock Kuminga yet again. With a mix of screening actions and mismatch hunting, the Dubs may have found a better way to rev the engine that is Kuminga while he manages to find his fit within the offense as we race to the playoffs. Let's review. When you're looking to get going, one of the easy ways to do that is to find wide open shots, or at least generate really easy shots for your team that get your offense in a rhythm. One of the ways the Warriors like to do that is by taking advantage of Steph in the high pick and roll, as the Warriors are here with Jonathan Kuminga setting this high ball screen for Steph in the first. Of course, what happens? Steph manages to draw the attention of both Jose Alvarado and Robinson Earl. He makes a shaky pass to Kuminga, who meets a lot of resistance in the interior, which doesn't let him take it to the paint. But I think something worth noting in this possession is just watching how Steph moves and how the defense follows him. Kuminga has to kick it back out to Draymond. Everyone knows the ball is going here to Steph Curry, and as a result, there's kind of a panic with everyone flooding Steph Curry immediately, even Misi, which means that Guy Santos is wide open in the paint. I think something that can not only get Guy going, obviously, but also Kuminga is feeling like he's moving within the flow of the offense as Guy gets an easy shot. Let's look at how they do this yet again, this time with an empty side pick and roll. The Warriors also will use the advantages of Steph Curry's gravity to generate wide open layups, especially for the roller. Here, Elfrid Payton and Jeremiah Robinson Earl are both going to crowd Steph Curry off this empty side ball screen with JK. He easily slips that and is wide open. Look at this mountain of space that he's generating, with the Pelicans entirely more concerned with Steph. That's not only a wide open shot for Kuminga, but a really easy way to get him going early in the first, when sometimes you just need to see the ball go in the bucket. Now here in the second, the Warriors are going to run a short action, which is a way that they can counter hedging or aggressive blitzes on ball screens. So yet again, it's Jonathan Kuminga who's going to come set this high ball screen for Steph Curry. Now, Kelly Olynyk and Jose Alvarado, as we always know, are going to be more concerned with what Steph is doing. Because of this, they're playing a pretty aggressive coverage, but the Warriors like to use this short counter when Steph can't make an easy pass to the roller. Because he can't make this pass, he's just going to dump it off to someone in the pinch, which in this case is Draymond Green. The geometry of this type of action is that it's a lot easier for Draymond Green to make this pass to the roller than it is for Steph Curry. And because of it, when you run this type of short action, you're not only guaranteeing an easy path to the bucket, but whenever you involve Steph, who's usually going to draw the defensive attention of at least two defenders, you're giving even more space to Kuminga, who's able to roll and finish athletically. It's a really easy shot for JK, and it's something that's really important whenever you need to get something going. Now, finally, the Warriors also looked into inverted ball screens. What do inverted ball screens do? Well, it's when the typical ball handler or guard is going to be setting that screen instead of the usual roller. Because of this, you usually force some sort of unideal switch for the defense. Because in this case, Kelly Olynyk really doesn't want to leave Steph Curry. Because let's say that they try and switch this, well, then Steph's just going to fan out here and Kuminga's just going to hit him and he's just going to have a wide open shot. Even in this case, Steph's man is not necessarily in a place to take that switch if Steph immediately slips out of this. So after this ball screen, you see that Olynyk wants to stick with Steph, which now gives Jonathan Kuminga a mismatch against Hawkins. Because of this mismatch against a smaller and less athletic Jordan Hawkins, he's able to just finish really easily in the paint. Now, these were all buckets in the first half. The Pelicans did switch this up as the game went on. But I think something worth noting is that the Warriors clearly focused last night in the first half in getting Jonathan Kuminga in a rhythm. Whether that was through using him as a lever in plays like the short action or in empty side ball screens, or simply just spamming Steph pick and rolls to get Kuminga or Guy Santos wide open shots, the Warriors clearly recognize that for Kuminga to regain form, he needs to find more comfort within this newer offense. Thanks for watching. Let us know if you agree.